All right, let's go ahead and create a recent blog posts or a news section almost right under this Connect with Us section. And let's go back into our back end and we're going to go ahead and exit out of the customizer. Now in order to create new blog posts, we can simply go to posts up here and we're going to select add new and we're going to create a post. Alrighty, and let's just call this, I'm going to call this our newest product. Alright, and I'm going to need to get some lorem ipsum for this the blog content. Essentially, this is where you would write your blog post. So everything you're talking about would go in this main section, and your title would go here. I'm going to go ahead and go to lorem ipsum really quickly. I'm just going to generate a bunch of text. Let's do 4 paragraphs. Generate lorem ipsum. Alright, and I'm just going to copy this really quickly. Alright, and I'm going to paste this into my content section. Very cool. And we're going to make sure this stays at standard. And we're just going to go down here, and all we need to do is set a featured image. So let's set a featured image. And I'm going to upload a file. And once again, I have attached a file called blog images. Go ahead and download that file, unzip it, and you can have the access to the same images that I'm using. I'm going to use iPhone Desk for this first blog post. And let's go ahead and set featured image. Okay. And we can go ahead and just publish this. Alright, let's go ahead and add new. And we're just going to add 2 more blog posts really quickly. Let's call this one from the desk. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. We're going to paste that same lorem ipsum. And all we need to do is set a featured image. And I'm going to upload a featured image from my blog images folder. And I'm just going to call this one desk. Alright, and we're going to set the featured image once again. Great, and let's go ahead and publish this one as well, and we need to create one more blog post. Once again, up to add new. And I'm going to say our office space for our third one. Same lorem ipsum text, and let's add our last image. Select files from that folder, and we're going to use cool building for the last one, .jpg. And let's save this featured image, and let's go ahead and publish this. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of my lorem ipsum. And I'm going to select posts so I can look at all of them. And we can go ahead and get rid of this hello world. You can either click trash right here. Sometimes you need to get rid of a bunch of stuff, so you could select all the ones you want to delete and come up to bulk actions and select move to trash. I'm just going to apply that and get rid of this hello world. Alright, there we have our 3 blog posts. Now if we refresh our page, well, we scroll all the way down, nothing happens. We haven't added the blog section. But we can select blog over here. Remember when we created this earlier. So if we select blog, we can scroll down, and very cool. We have our 3 blog posts that we just created. And they will be in order from when you created it. So the oldest one is at the bottom. And later on we're going to actually get rid of this huge header for our secondary pages. So it's only going to apply to the home page. But for now we need to add this to our home page. So let's go back to pages in our back end and select all pages, and we're going to go to our home page. Alright, and we're just going to add another widget here, and we're going to use the, let's find the Moesia employees. I'm looking for Moesia recent posts, and that will do. I'm seeing if there's a Moesia FP recent posts. I don't see one. Oh, here we go. Moesia FP latest news. I'm going to use this. So make sure you select the latest news. And I'm just going to say from the blog. And let's go ahead and select done. All right, let's update this page. Have a look at our home page. So I'm just going to click home here. And let's go all the way down and see if those changes were made. There you go. We have this cool section that will update with our latest blog posts on our home page, and it's going to condense it down to whatever this is, 30 characters, and I'm going to show you guys how we can change this. But let's go ahead and click on one of these blog posts. And this is what the blog post looks like. Not a big fan. There are some things that we can change. We want the image to show up above the title, and change some other stuff. So let's go back into our dashboard or our back end, and we're going to go down to Appearance and Customize. Okay, and from here we can go to Blog Options, and we can select whether we want to use small images or large images, and I want to use large images. And essentially what that's going to do is that's going to, and let me just click back to the blog page, I apologize. That's going to make these images right here a lot larger and sit on top. So I'm going to select large images, and we can change the excerpt length here. So it was 30 characters. If you want to expose more of the article on the home page so people can read a little bit more, you can make it 50 characters, 100 characters. Heck, you can make it the whole thing, I don't care. But I'm going to keep mine at 30. And after you go to blog options, let's go down to single posts page, and we want to check this box to show featured images on a single post. Now it's going to add that to our post. And let's also check this box to display the author. So if you want the author to be displayed, you can go ahead and add this. If you don't, that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and add it really quickly. Select Save and Publish. And lastly, I want to make sure that this header image that we're looking at right now is not at the top of every single page. We only want this on the home page. So we can go back to welcome area, and I want you to drop this down. And we're going to make sure we check this box. And it says check this box if you want to disable the header image and text on all pages except this page. So let's go ahead and check that. And we're going to save and publish. Now, let's take a look and see what changes here. I'm going to refresh this page. We should notice some bigger images there. We have our full-size images, which is cool. And now when we click on the blog, we actually see our image above it. We have the content, and then we have the author's information. And you can change this from the user backend stuff. So you can go back to older posts from here. Scroll down, go back or forward. Pretty cool. So we now have set up our blog, and if we go to our home page, our home page is now displaying our most recent blog posts, and this can be from the news or recent press if that's what it's called. I apologize. So very cool, very cool. Once again, we're moving right along, and things are looking pretty good.